My dad had always spoken about that game in '73, and my dad to this day I think is his biggest regret in rugby. He didn't actually come to this game in '09 when we beat them at Twickenham, and he was gutted he wasn't there. But it was an amazing day, probably one of the most enjoyable weeks of my career, just purely for the week you have leading up to it. A completely random group of guys, not just guys, amazing rugby players. Like I was this young, I think I was 22 at the time, and playing in a back line with Genia, Gitto, Jacques Ferry, Habana, Rokathoko. Like the names were endless really, and some of our forwards as well. Elsom, I think Victor Matfield was captain that day, and just amazing. As a young guy to play with names of that calibre was incredible, and just to get to know those guys as well in that week leading up to it. A few interesting training sessions on and off the field, and I've never seen a group of guys flick the switch on a Saturday morning as well as those boys, and we played some fantastic rugby and beat the ABs, which was pretty impressive.